Cosmic Conversations, and I'm with Veronica Drake, intuitive angel reader, coach, woman extraordinaire, and we are answering viewers' questions. We've got one here that says, I know that I have been visited by Archangel Michael and Gabriel. I had my awakening in 2011-12. Since then, all kinds of things have been happening. I've always knew I was different, but now I don't know what to do about it. Do you have something I can read or anything that will make sense? So you've been visited by angels. You feel that you've been different, and now you don't know what to do about it. So what do you make of this, Veronica?
Hey, so I think any of us that have worked with angels have all had that experience. And for me, coming up in the 90s, there wasn't a big, a plethora of where do I go or how do I learn. And so the easiest thing for me was to rely on the angels. And so I'm going to just throw it back, and I'm going to tell you what worked for me is to just sit down and just channel. I have a pen. I have a yellow legal pad. I take it with me everywhere. I write everything down. And, one of the best teachers out there is your own intuition and your angels. So as you're feeling things, and feeling is the number one way for me that angels will connect with me, write it down, document it. And the other thing is when the angels are present with you, especially the archangels, it's going to feel like the room is super full. So it's like they just have this incredible energy that just fills up the room. And you're going to notice that they're with you. And so you can continue to ask them questions when you feel that. In terms of the other angels, you have to call them in, call them forward. Just tell them you want them to, your guardian angel. I'm ready for more guidance. Come in, show me what's next. You exposed me to this. There's a reason for it. What's next? Right. Always be discerning about what you read. If you read or you come across a teacher that doesn't feel right, again, I'm going back to the feelings, then move past it. It's either not for you or it's not of love or whatever it is, but trust your feelings on what you use to teach yourself to move forward.
Okay, yeah, and great point about calling them in, because we have free will and they're not just going to be meddling. So they're there and waiting. And I always, like when I fly, I travel, I'm always calling in Archangel Michael to fly with us on the plane, and I bless the pilots and say, please get us there safely, and angels, please come with us. And I always do that. In my car, before I get going, I ask the angels to ride with me. So calling them in for protection is...
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I have a team. I have a tribe of angels. I have my business angels. I have my relationship angels. I have my health angels. I literally, when I've got a health question, I go to my angels and my health angels, I call them, and then I get my information, and my relationship angels. It really does make all the difference in your world when you learn to work with your angels.
Oh, I have a funny story. So I use a little talking board, a communication board, to talk to my angels, and I had in another video we talked about energy and how you had a lump in the breast and it went away. So I had been feeling something in my breast, especially the right breast. It just felt there was something in there. It was for months, and I had some pains and weird. I told my husband something's wrong, and he's like, "You're crazy. You're fine, and it's nothing." And I'm like, "No, something's there. I gotta go." And then I was freaking out and nervous, and I went on my board and I said to my angels, I have two. There's Mirth and Thomas, and I said, "Do I have cancer?" And they're like, "No, Marla, you don't have cancer. Calm down. It's fine. Just go to the doctor and check. You do not have cancer." So and then I went, and what it was, so this is good if ladies are watching it, backed up lymph. So there's a bunch of lymph, because I got a thermography instead of the traditional
yes.
breast test. It's like
mammogram.
It's a infrared, and she showed me. And so lymph, now we're sitting at our desks, we're sitting in our car, and this lymph backs up, which can cause cancer, and that's when you hear about lymphoma, lymphedema, all this. So we got to move it out of the body. So I bought a rebounder, a trampoline. I've been getting lymphatic massage. I've been, doing some things for that, but you got to move it out. But it was all clogged up in there, and so I was right, but I did not have cancer, and they were right. And I took my pendulum and put it in front of, do I have cancer in this breast? And it said no. Do I have cancer? No. Yes, and so it's interesting because there's been a couple of other times when I thought something might be wrong, and I asked them, and they're like, no, and they were always, so it was verified. They were right. The angels got that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
of course, you want to get a doctor's opinion too.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. Yeah. And I do medical intuitive work. I can scan the body and I can see energetically what's happening in your body. But I'm always prefacing it with, I'm not a doctor. I'm the angel. I'm the intuitive, and I can see the block here, here, here. Perhaps it would be time for you to go, And there's a way, when you're working with angels also, it's all going to be loving and gentle.
Yes.
There's no panic. There's no fear. There's no, oh my God, hurry up. It's none of that. Mm-hmm. It's ego if you're getting that sign.
Yeah,
so.
That's right. Because people would ask me, how do you know you're not really talking to a demon and it's a trickster or something? Because they are very loving. They always say, get some rest, or I love you, or God loves you. You've got angels around you. I get the most beautiful messages. So...
Oh, yeah. And you protect yourself. You just bring the white light in and you protect yourself, and you only allow the love in.
That's right. And then the black tourmaline is good protection too. I'm always showing my black
absolutely.
tourmaline. All right, you guys.
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. And you guys let us know below your comments and your experiences with angels. And our links are below. So check out Veronica's site. And if you go to my website and put in your email, you get a free self-love guided meditation. So go and get that. And much love, everyone. Bye. Bye, Veronica. Thanks.
Bye.